Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Karibuni sana, and today, as you have seen from the description box, we are going to talk about moving out. So this sit down video, hey, is long overdue. Nilikuwa nifanye kitambo. Actually, I had already done one, but when I went to edit, I just realized that it has no sound. That demotivated me to do this video. Yani nilisikia tu nimeboeka, but I am here again, and it's been November. This is the month that I moved out, so why should we not do this video this month? Actually, this is the right time and the best time. So today we're going to talk about moving out, and I'm going to do a breakdown of this video. It'll have like 3 parts or so. So the first time today we are going to talk about things you should know, things you should know before you move out. Guys, the first thing is the biggest question: why do you want to move out? Mbona? Reasons for moving out are so many. It depends. Maybe it is work, you've gotten work, a place away from home, or probably you are living with a roommate and maybe your roommate is moving. There are so many reasons why you want to move out. It depends with you. Probably you're seeking independence. Everything is okay. You just want to seek independence. You want to be independent. You want to live alone. You want your own space, your own place to grow. So that is the first question, because that the answer to that question determines a lot when you're moving out. For example, you're moving out because of work. You've gotten a new job, or you've gotten a job out of your far away from your home, and you need to move out. So that means with that aspect, itabidi umehama haraka. You don't have so much time to prepare and all. It is, I'm starting work maybe next month, so it means I just have this month to prepare myself na nihame. So that, you see, the moving out of somebody who's moving out to a different or a faraway place from home because of work, and somebody who's seeking independence, it's different, because how he or she will finance the whole process will be different. Yes, and how you start life will also be different. So it is a very key point to ask yourself, so that you can be able to make some decisions. Other thing about something you should know before moving out. Once you've identified the reason why you want to move out, you should ask yourself, where do you want to move to? Moving, where is your location? Where do you want to stay? And the reason why you should ask yourself this question is sababu you need to check on some things, like what's the distance from where you're living to your workplace. If you're working from home, maybe that's there are things you need to consider. So location of where you want to live is also very key, because again, you do not want to move out from your parents' house when tena uishi mbali sana kuliko distance yenye ulikuwa nayo from home. It has to be something reasonable. I mean, you cannot be moving to just incur more and more costs. Of course, moving out because of bills, you'll be spending a little bit more, not a little bit more, you'll be spending more than when you are at home. But you really need to check on your finances. You need to be reasonable. So the location also matters, the security, the distance, the transportation. Is it far from the road? Depends also with your timings, things like those. Once you decide like where you want to live, it may be, it may not be just one specific area. Maybe you're having some variety of places that you'll be comfortable living in. The other thing is, when is the right time to look for a house? Because now I have already identified nataka kuishi kama ni Wayaki Way, kama ni Thika Road, kama ni hapa na hapa, my workplace is here. So when will I go for that house hunting? When? So personally, I think like it is best to do like house hunt when you're almost like moving. Okay, not like immediately, like tuna move next week leo ndo natafuta nyumba, but when you're close and you're sure you're now moving. Because now the problem is, if you go for house hunting mapema sana, of course by the time now it's your day of moving, unaenda kutafuta hiyo nyumba unapata maybe ilichukuliwa, ama hivyo si available, the specific house that you liked it's not available. But what you could do, for example, you want to move in today, we're in the month of November, you want to move in January. Right now, like in November, you can just go, see how the place is. Let's say if it's you've decided to live, let's say in Ruiru, you can go to Ruiru, just check the houses around so that you can be able to visualize the kind of houses are there, how much they cost and things like those. So when you come to budget, you're able to budget well with having in mind the kind of houses that are there and things like those. So now when you've now identified like Nahama January, this maybe mid-December or something, you can now go check the houses so that you can start paying things like the deposit and booking the house officially and now things like those. Kindly sit down, call yourself in a meeting and ask yourself, who will be financing your life when you've moved out? Who will be paying your bills? How will you be paying your bills? Like, let's say if you're moving out because you're seeking independence, I mean, you would not be moving to seek independence yet you're waiting maybe for your parents to pay your house rent. I assume that when you're moving out like to seek for independence, you know that you're capable of paying your bills, that is your rent, you can feed yourself and things like those. And please go and choose a life, choose a life that you can afford. Identify your place, like this is the budget I'm working with. I'm not supposed to go look for a house worth maybe 20,000 and I can only afford a house worth 8,000. Because if you do that, you'll end up living beyond your means. But sometimes you might move out with really high expectations, but kindly note that moving out from your parents' house, there must be some financial downgrade kidogo. Haujazoea kulipa rent. So once you've identified how you'll be financing, kindly just make a budget. Assume, even if you've not decided the exact time that you're moving, plan your budget and make sure your budget has some extra cash for emergency fund. And that money, if you have it and you set it aside before you move out, hey, please have the discipline not to touch it, because it's really tempting. The process of moving out is really tempting. You might go find something that you had said you'll not buy, but it's really good for your house and you're like, can I just touch that extra money? Can I? Please don't be tempted. Don't be tempted. Another thing you should know before you move out, or you should actually do before you move out, please save up first. Save up, especially okay, it depends with your situation again, because I understand, for example, if you're moving to let's say a different county or a place far away from home for work, and it has just come like so quick, you don't have time or you didn't have time to organize yourself. Of course, at that point, huna time ya save at sijui nini. It is you move and go start life from zero, completely zero, because you don't have that time to save. But if you're at home and probably you're seeking independence, before you move out, before that time comes, save. It will save you. That saving will save you. Save so that you can be able to buy essentials for your house. There are important things you need somewhere to. The most important things about moving out and starting life: have a place to sleep, access to cooking and rent. So that is food, shelter. It is very important, and a place to sleep. And as you're saving, you need to consider that your saving should be enough to pay your rent and your deposit and to buy households za kwanza maisha. So how do you save up? How you save up now, it is your effort. Saving is your effort. You really want to move out, you really need to save. No pain, no gain. If you don't save and you keep on saying you want to move, I don't know what magic you want to happen. So you need to save. You need to save, and you can save in very many ways. It depends on what works best for you. Personally, I had written down the essential things I wanted. So I had a goal, like I have to save this amount of money, I have to do this every month. I had a goal. And so guys, that is what I'm just going to talk about. This video can be really long, and we're going to talk about the rest on part 2. Next topic will be, right now we've talked about things you need to do and know before you move out. Now the next one will be now the process of moving out. Now the process, we are here, we are moving. So that is what we're going to talk about. And kindly don't forget things you should know before. There are so many things you should know before. So these are just some of the things I've highlighted that I thought they are really important, and you need to check on them in case you're really wanting to move out. Listen to me. So guys, that is it about this video. Kindly like this video and subscribe to my channel. And guys, let me emphasize, kindly like. When you like the video, it helps a lot because it will be recommended to other people. You know, it's a good video, so it will be recommended to other people, and that helps a lot for the channel to grow. So situfanyie hiyo kitu, kauja like hii video. So guys, that is it about this video. See you on the next one.